Hello everybody and welcome back to another layout video. This layout was made by me and my brother again. So I think he built the art in this layout, which I'm really happy about. I think that turned out really well, and I think he thinks that turned out very well. Would you like to say hello?
Hello.
So let's get into the layout by going to his section.
So as you come in, you're greeted with a point that leads into two sidings. You come around to Stafford, which he is getting loaded up by a crane of some cargo. As you come around still, you come to a back of a train, but if you come around to the other side, you see Philip shutting in a car.
Alright, that was a really good explanation of that section of the layout. The yards here, I think, has lots of different sidings for lots of different cars. So next, let's get into... We'll do narrow gauge last. Let's go to the clay pits and start. To get into the clay pits, you would have to take this switch right here, which can easily be accessed by the yards by going down this long stretch of track and slipping in. You pass Dustin, Isabella, Kelly, and Patrick. I found Isabella and Patrick recently. Patrick in my big destination bin, and Isabella in my take-away bucket. I forgot that I even had them. Anyways, you wrap around the back to a switch. That leads to a tunnel where Scotsman is, but if you keep on going, that's another switch. But this goes all the way up to where Mavis, Timothy, Alfie, and Jack are. This switch actually leads out to the bottom of Gordon's Hill where Gator is, again. That would lead out to Gordon's tunnel. I'm thinking of Thomas Wooden Railway series with his Henry's Hill episode. Whatever. Anyways. Here's Edward with the milk tankers. So after that, let's go back to the yards and go to the back of that goods train, which was actually being pulled by James. He and Reginald are, I guess, arguing again after their last encounter. This bridge goes over, and I guess there's no point in hiding it anymore. So this switch right here and this switch right here lead to the same spot. It's Henry's Tunnel, but I guess my brother's called it something else. What do you call it again?
Crest Central.
And because, well, there's a absolutely massive wreck here. And we've got this diesel over here falling off the bridge. Airy, Bert, Billy all off the rails. Thomas flying by with the jet engine. It really is Crash Central. Anyways, if you were to go around, not go on that switch. Actually, we can go on that switch. That goes down to where Oliver is. We have some signals over there. That goes into the docks. It was just two tracks, Salty, Porter, Cranky, and Bulstrode. A V-switch, another signal. There's the stop and go station that goes up over Gordon's Hill. Down to that T-switch where you join the Hero, which can lead back to where Gator is. Winston's also up top. And this track can wrap around all the way to Gordon. And the track that Scotsman was on right here leads out to that switch. Alright, next we go over to Thomas again. Oh, I said Gordon's Hill. Alright, zoom in. There we have Thomas, Annie, Clarabelle, and Birdie, which goes up one of, I guess, what could be like a viaduct or a bridge where Donald and Douglas are. I got the suspension bridge, and then like another gray suspension bridge. That goes down to the docks too. We have another track where Thomas is going that leads down to Barry. That wraps around under there. There's no one on this track. Goes over the Marion Bridge. There's Percy, Madge, and the Spotlight Lorry. Billy's line is right there. Percy and Billy's line come up to there. And then Toby's line over at Toby's Windmill actually slips around that point. Instead of points over the Marion Bridge, the new style one, and comes right to where Barry was. This track right here from where Gator is simply wraps around that T-switch. Trying to make sure I haven't missed any. I have this one track real quick. It's a track that just simply bypasses the yard and doesn't go through the yards. Finally, it's on to the narrow gauge section. If you're wondering why there isn't really like a viaduct, it's because I used these stacking supports on the incline. So here we are at the narrow gauge railway. And what do you think about this railway?
we were wondering what should go here, and I think this fits in like a glove.
So first, my brother thought, let's make a station for cold and water. But then all of a sudden I realized, wait a minute, we have this huge area. I know exactly what to do. And so I started with the incline. He kept questioning what I was doing. I finished, and then I put Rusty and Duncan up on top of the incline, and then it made sense to him. This was on the air gauge part. So we'll start at the headquarters. You have a T switch, a Y switch, and a small switch. We've got Kevin, Victor, Sir Topham Hatt, Luke, and Duke. I guess the Luke and Duke part here could be a reference to Thomas Wayne Railway series in his season 16 episode Luke Dukes It Out. So this is simple. This track right here leads to this switch, which leads to there. This track leads to this switch. The middle track right here leads to this switch, and these just lead back. This track leads away. But real quick, this T switch leads around to the incline. We have a house here. Now, we go around this corner to the switch, which leads into the Boulder Mountain Quarry, where we again have another reference. This is the Rusty and the Boulder reference. And there's a big slab of rock that fell on the line. And the final part of this layout is kind of like the loop section. There's Bertram that leads down to, I guess this could be Skarloey Station. Drops around to that T-switch. This layout turned out really, really good in my opinion, and what do you think about it?
I think it looks amazing.
So without further ado, this has been Tom's training his brother with another layout video. Bye!
Bye!